on the hijab and I started sobbing. Hi everyone. So I wanted to talk about my hijab journey because I feel like that's my whole entire personality. It's wearing hijab. I thought it would be fun to like share some of my journey, especially wearing hijab for girls who maybe want to wear hijab or are thinking about wearing hijab, and that's mostly why I'm making this video today. Okay, so I started wearing hijab a little over a year ago. Alhamdulillah, literally the best decision I have ever made in my whole entire life, guys, is wearing hijab. I remember it was after October 3rd that really opened my eyes and made me lock in, because I realized how little of time we all have. And you know, obviously you see in TikTok the world is ending, do better, get on your deen. You see these people in Gaza wearing hijabs through hardships they're enduring, so that was really inspiring and motivating to me, and hijab was never even a thought that came across my mind. And around that time is when everyone else started wearing hijab as well, so it just felt right to me. I remember I really started being on my deen. I would pray, but this time I would put more effort into my prayers. I'd be more consistent. I'd be more there while I'm praying instead of just wandering and being in some other space. So I did that, and I would also read more Quran. I bought the Quran translation to read the whole entire thing so I could actually understand the Quran. I can't understand Fusha, so I had to buy the translation. And after I read that, I started going to Jama'ah. At this point, I met my best friend and we got so much closer. I actually reconnected with her. She was always, guys, I could cry talking about this. Like, that is literally my ride or die. Okay, I love her to death. So I used to go to, it was a private elementary school, and it was an Islamic school from preschool to 6th grade. And I would say after that experience, I love that experience. It was amazing. We had to pray, to do a lot of things that, alhamdulillah, I'm just very thankful I went to that school. And I literally knew her since preschool. I met her in preschool. So we started getting closer after, I would say, like my first year of college. It was her second year of community, and it was my first year of community. So I was just trying to make more friends and put myself out there, and alhamdulillah, I found her, and I am so thankful. I can't even say this enough, guys. I can't even describe to you or explain or express how much good friendships affect your whole life, your attitude towards life, and just your actions in general, because bad friends will take you down with them. Okay, and I had to learn that the hard way. I won't get into that, but in high school, I was practicing, I was praying, but I would pray late, like astaghfirullah, I know it's bad. Connection to Allah was not good at the time, and you could tell when your connection to Allah isn't good because it affects you mentally and emotionally. But yeah, alhamdulillah, I met this friend. I told her about the journey. She was like, let's do this thing, let's go every Jama'ah to prayer so we can get more Islamic knowledge. I was like, okay, let's do it, I'm down. So we would go every Jama'ah to Friday prayer. And I remember the first time we went to Jama'ah, I put on the hijab and I started sobbing. I can't even lie. It's kind of embarrassing thinking back at it, but it's kind of beautiful and embarrassing at the same time, because I would always wear hijab when I was praying, but I never put on like a proper at that time I was wearing chiffon, so I never put on like a proper hijab. And I put on this hijab and I started sobbing because I felt so beautiful, guys. I genuinely was like, what? Like, I don't even know. This experience is so strange. Like, I'm emotional, but something about wearing hijabs like sparked something inside of me, and I was like, wow, this is something I haven't done in so, like, I didn't even practice wearing hijab out at all until this moment. Even when I in elementary school, I never really knew how I looked with like a good, like, proper stylish hijab, right? So I put this on and I'm literally crying, and I wear it to Jama'ah. And slowly but surely, I started wearing it every single Jama'ah, and I just wouldn't take it. Like, I would only wear it Jama'ah and I wouldn't take it off. So I'd wake up, put on hijab, go run errands, still keep on my hijab throughout the whole entire day. And that's how I gradually got into it. So I ended up telling my mom, I was like, Mama, I really love hijab. Like, this is something I want to wear. And she told me, oh, is it because it's a trend? Guys, don't hate on my mom for this, but she thought I was doing it because everyone else around me was doing it, because at this time everyone was putting on hijab, everyone was waking up, alhamdulillah. So I was telling her, I was like, I really want to wear it, and she's like, are you sure it's not because everyone else is wearing it? And I was like, no, like, I know I want to wear it. And she's like, okay, Jenna, like, look, like, I think about this decision, and don't just put it on, because once you put it on, you can't take it off. Like, that's not something you could do. And I was like, okay, mama, like, I understand, but I don't want to take it off. Like, this is something I really want. And I was adamant about it. It got to a point where I was going outside of my house, and I wasn't wearing hijab, obviously, because I was a hijabi, and I felt so wrong. Like, it felt wrong to be showing my hair. I started off by dressing modestly first, so I completely cleaned out my closet. I was only wearing long sleeve. I remember going to the gym for the first time. Wearing a long sleeve was so hard for me because I was like actually like sweating, and for me it was just really difficult. But I just decided to start with that. Okay, so I think it was like October, November, I was just fully like cleansing myself of like just completely being modest. I was modest before, but obviously you can't show your arms as a hijabi, and I was doing all of that. And after that, I remember it was winter break for community college, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And I told her, I was like, I really want to do it. And she's like, okay, if you want to do it, then go for it. So after that, I remember MSA was having a banquet, and I pulled up. It was a Thursday night. I pulled up, subhanallah, Thursday night, that's literally Friday in Islam, if you know, you know, important day. So I pull up, and it was a Thursday night, and I was wearing hijab because I wanted to practice, and I was wearing like a dress with a hijab, and not my best looks, not my best looks, okay, but I was wearing that, and I pulled up, and everyone was like congratulating me and saying, oh my god, like, are you hijabi now? And I wasn't deciding to do it exactly that day. I wanted to do it on the weekend, but honestly at that point I was like, yeah, I am. Why not? Why not? Okay, so yeah, I decided to put on hijab, and I just never took it off after that, alhamdulillah. So yeah, that was basically my story on how I put on hijab. After that, obviously it's just hard to like integrate hijab into your everyday life because you already know so many people, you're already doing so many things. It's hard to just pull up one day with hijab on, and I didn't realize how difficult it was. Sorry, I had to move because the sun is moving, but yeah, I showed up to practice wearing hijab because I used to coach, and all the girls were like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? Like, kind of confused. But I mean, I kind of expected that. But on the other hand, the adults and like people my age, nobody even questioned it, and I got really religious, alhamdulillah. So I decided to wear hijab, and it's nothing like, there's so many hijabis at that point, and the school I went to really helped because there's so many hijabis in that area, and I wasn't afraid to put it on after that, and I got so much support as well with my friends. Another thing I want to go into, friendships. Oh my gosh, I could talk for days about this, because the reason why I wasn't getting closer to Allah faster than I should have is because of the people I was hanging around. And guys, I'm gonna give you some advice that you should take and run with it. If someone isn't serving you in life, cut them off immediately. Like, if someone is dragging you down and ruining your relationship with Allah, it's not worth it. If something is keeping you from following your deen and getting close to Allah, then completely cut it out. And I know it's easier said than done, but I do truly believe that that was the step that I had to take, and college was the perfect opportunity to do it because I wasn't hanging around my high school friends who were doing things that I shouldn't be around. Okay, on social media, I think that a lot of kids are exposed to things they shouldn't be exposed to, and it's really easy to be led astray. Okay, unfortunately, like, astaghfirullah, I hate to say it, but I was led astray, and it's a test. Okay, I was talking about earlier how you can see it physically, mentally, emotionally. I was going through the worst depression in my life, you guys, because I wasn't close to Allah. I was in the trenches. I was in the trenches because I wasn't where I was supposed to be. And if that's where you are right now, be patient with yourself because everything is planned. Allah has a plan for everyone, and inshallah you guys get there. But if you're thinking about wearing the hijab, and if you're thinking about cutting off your friends, if you're thinking about getting closer to your deen and Allah, take the steps to do it, and take them right now. Start today. Get better. Honestly, I'm even getting better. I'm wearing hijab, but obviously I can work some more. I actively try to stop wearing makeup. Like right now I'm not wearing any makeup, but not show my neck, stop wearing makeup, tight clothes. You guys know all those things we're supposed to be doing. We as Muslims know what we are supposed to be doing, but it's just about taking those steps to do them that is so difficult. As I said again, it's easier said than done, right? But yeah, other than that, sorry I got really deep. Alhamdulillah, life is amazing. To my friend about this the other day, but we were saying we feel like we are exactly where we're supposed to be at this time, and I feel like everything that I keep on saying, like, everything you guys go through has a meaning to it, and once you realize that, you start to live different. Okay, you get angry over something, you get upset over something, something bad happens to you, your mindset just changes once you are closer to Allah. Okay, if something bad were to happen to me right now, I wouldn't be as upset as I would be like a year and a half ago. Just actively try to get better and be yourself, love one another. I'm not ending the video right now. It literally sounded like I was doing an outro. I want you to get up right now, write down the exact person you want to be, write down steps you have to do to achieve that. And trust me, once you start implementing these steps into your day-to-day life, your life will change completely. You'll see that you will literally be a walking ray of sunshine. That's all I have to say. I'm just so happy. Like, talking about my progress makes me so happy, and I just want everyone to be at that point of their life where they could talk about where they're at and be happy and be satisfied. Also, guys, comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, if you see someone on social media at a better place than you, or you think they're at a better place than you, because social media is all fake, don't be down on yourself. Don't discourage yourself. Don't let that make you move backwards. And I feel like with social media, there's so much of you have to do this, you have to do this. If you're actively trying to get better, that is better than doing nothing. Okay, and I'm not saying be a horrible person, be a horrible Muslim. I'm not advocating that, but I'm saying that you wanting to be better is the first step. Okay, it's the intention. We know in Islam everything is about intention. Having this intention in your heart of wanting to do better, wanting to be better, wanting to put on the hijab, wanting to pray, it's so easy to achieve if you truly have that in your heart. Trust the process. Don't get down on yourself. And comparing on social media is horrible. Also, especially if you wear hijab, do not compare yourself. Do not compare yourself to others, because, or even people like that don't wear hijab, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I would look so much better. Astaghfirullah. Like, if I didn't wear hijab. Obviously these thoughts come in your head, but comparison is the thief of joy. And I just make sure you hang out with people who deserve you and want you to be better, because someone who doesn't want you to be better will not help you in your life. Okay, because you want yourself to be better. Why would you be hanging out with people who don't want the same for you? Okay, you have to have friends that have the same goals or similar goals to you in order to achieve what you want to achieve. Because if someone is going this way and you're going this way, how are you going to meet? This goes with anything, like any relationship, honestly. Just make sure you strive to find people. And also, if you're struggling with detaching from these relationships that are not making you closer to Allah, or closer to where you want to be, this is anything. The power of detachment is so powerful, and once you learn that and master that, then your life will change completely. Okay, I can get more into that, but I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, because I just wanted to make a little short introduction. Nothing is permanent in this life. Okay, nothing is permanent in this life, so don't do anything for yourself right now. Do it for yourself in the future, or yourself in the afterlife. Okay, I hope you guys learn a little bit more about me through this video, and I hope this helped at least one person, because I know it would have helped me. This advice would have helped me a lot back then. But alhamdulillah, we all are where we are right now for a reason, so just keep that in mind and keep on pushing. Bye guys, I love you.